Welcome back to another Isleward tutorial. This is tutorial number 4, picking up where we left off from tutorial number 1. This is going to complete the journey of the leveling up, power leveling to level 20. To me, this is the most interesting video because I'm all about getting through the slog, getting to the late game, enjoying what the game really has to offer. And if you're anything like myself, you are most interested in getting to level 20 in a day, in 2 days, as quickly as you possibly can. To preface all of this, Isleward is my favorite game. I've been playing it for quite a while. Even though it doesn't have powerful graphics, it has a lot of depth to the gameplay that you really don't discover until you get to level 20. So, to start this video off, we're going to be looking at a bit of a montage because we've got some work to do. I talked about this in the first video, part 1 of the YouTube tutorial. I'm going to be killing a lot of monsters my level. I'm going to be using the smoke bomb room to try to take out several mobs at once. And let's see how it goes. Put bets in the comment section on how many times I die during this grind. Let's get it going. This is what you have to do up until around level 7, level 8, level 9. Basically, you need to just kill monsters your level until you can go north of the bridge into town and start doing quests. We're not talking about herb quests, and yes, I know I haven't talked about how to complete the herb quest yet. I don't think I'm going to. I have a lot of hard feelings about the herb quest. They spawn randomly. Just find them, you know. If you're level 3, you're not going to find them. So kill buddies. Kill bunnies. Listen to my tutorial and you will be led into the correct path for a successful Isleward campaign. Alright, and there we go. There's death number 1, and time to bring up the most painful part of leveling up a character. Oh my god, it's been a little bit since I've been leveling up a character and have died. You lose experience when you're leveling up. When you're level 20, there's no more losing experience. Basically, the thing is when you make the next level, you cannot lose experience to take you down a level. So this hurts. I was close to level 7, and now I'm a little bit further. Let's get back to the grind. Alrighty, we took 1 death that level. Show off the skill tree here. So let me first show sort of a typical owl skill tree. Typically, owls follow down the spell damage, down to more spell damage, spell damage, spell damage. Then from here, typically mana regen and spell crit multi. From there, typically branches out. If you need the mana regen to get to plus 60% multiplier on your critical hits, you take that route. And if not, you go cast speed, but mainly for the intelligence instead of mana. You follow the intelligence line down to the 60% spell crit multiplier. For owls and for bears, you rather have the plus 60 spell crit multiplier rather than a plus 2.5 spell crit chance. Yeah. For bears, typically follows physical damage, then loops around to get to this plus 100% attack crit multiplier, which is a really big buff. Then it'll travel up along the Lynx path of strength and dex until you get to that plus 15 physical damage. It is really overpowered. Then you finish it out by grabbing these 40s on the attack crit multiplier. So I guess in general, the least powerful traits to chase are crit chance, whether it's attack or spell. The most powerful is going to be your physical damage or your spell damage increase. And then you want to grab these plus 40s, plus 100s if you can, plus 60s on your multiplier. Lynx path is the exact same as the bear path, but just in reverse. Alrighty. Oh, let me pick my path here. For my character, as we are right now, we are an owl, which means we should be focusing on intellect. We're using a sickle because it's early game. Sickles scale off intellect and strength. But the best rune that I can think of, at least right now, to use is the smoke bomb, or I guess that I have access to, because we're using these runes. We found this rune by purchasing it at the rune shop in tutorial 1. Until we get a better AoE rune, we need Dex. So, when traversing my skill tree here, spell damage, spell damage, spell damage, spell damage, and then when it's decision between one int or some mana regeneration, we're going to take that mana regeneration. Because we don't have a lot of mana regeneration, and I keep running out of mana during the grind. So there we go, level 7. We'll see you in the next one. One thing to mention in this game is folks tend to be worried that someone's stealing their kills in this game. There's no kill stealing in Isleward. As long as you get one hit in, you will be getting the maximum amount of experience points possible. The only thing that will determine anything around loot is who gets the last hit. The person who gets the last hit is the person that has the stat lines assigned to their character pertaining to quality and quantity. If they have a high quality or a high quantity and you get the last hit, you create more loot, better loot for the entire team. So you'll see here, I found another character my level and we teamed up. And since we both don't have good quality or quantity stat lines on our character, it didn't matter who got the last hit. We were just going hard at it, killing animals, killing monsters as fast as possible. And this helped us both level up a little bit faster. So, quests. How do we do frog quests? How do we do mud crab quests? First thing you have to do is go to town. Get into town, go north across that bridge, and floating off a little bit to the right of town, you'll see here are the frogs. So doing the actual quests are pretty straightforward. You just kind of need to know the trick around it. Notice up in the top right corner of your screen, you'll see the word quest. It's going to give you a quest. Whether the quest is killing a monster or collecting loot, whatever the quest is, get to it. This is how you're going to power level from level 8 to right around level 12, level 13. Here's the trick of it. Do not pick up any loot that is dropped from a monster you kill during this grinding session until it is time to pick up the loot. When do you know it's time to pick up the loot? The quest will tell you, hey, find a double-handed axe. Hey, find a ring. Hey, find a rare piece of equipment. That is when it's time to pick up the loot. This is going to do something pretty important for this grinding session. You're going to not need to kill monsters to fulfill loot quests. The loot will be on the ground and you can just pick it up. This will allow you to pick up 3, 4, 5 quests in quick succession, and that's really what's going to propel you to the next level a lot faster. So it kind of goes on like this. You farm up frogs, you do frog quests until you get to be about level 10, level 11, level 12 maybe level 9, until you go up into the sewers. Why would we make this transition to the sewers? Why would we not make the transition? Well, first off, the rats in the sewers are a lot stronger than frogs. Managing to kill frogs and doing frog quests is something very easy to do without a lot of power behind the punch. Once you go into the sewers, the game kind of changes a little bit. You need to be significantly stronger to kill the mobs in the sewers. So, it's about when you can. It's really about when you can. Luckily, we know that because we're watching this tutorial, there are players in this game who know how to farm perfectly with full quality and quantity gear sets. part of this tutorial, very fortunate for you, is how to recognize those farmers. You'll see them in the sewers because I will be there and I'm amongst the folks that will be farming. And everyone in this game is very nice. You can feel free to tag along for a good farming session. Just make sure you are not the person that hits last. Make sure you enjoy the farm. Let the person with the full quality quantity gear get the last hit for your benefit, for their benefit, or I'll tell you that farm's gonna dry up and they'll go somewhere else. And so you see here, I have found a great team who is going to be farming up for me, and I get to enjoy that loot. The way that I am not affecting the farm is I'm staying where I'm supposed to. The farmer's bringing the loot to me, and I'm popping off one AoE smoke bomb to hit everybody in that area, but not getting the last hit. Making sure I proc that smoke bomb early so that I'm not affecting any last hits. You'll see on the ground there's a lot of gear. There's a lot of just colorful drops on the ground that I do not pick up until it is time to pick that up. When is it time to pick it up? Again, it's when the quest tells you, hey, time to pick up the gear. Another good tip for you here. Notice that my character is not level 11 or level 13, even though the rats and the giant rats are that high of level. I'm not there yet. I'm only level 9, level 10. So when I'm finding the really good gear that's a little bit above my level, I'm not salvaging it. I'm holding on to it. I'm saving it for when I become that level. Alright, and there we go. Level 11. Essentially, guys, it goes on like this until level 20. Sewer quests is your bread and butter for leveling up in one day to level 20. For the Brave of Heart, you can go to the caves, the crystal caves. The quests give you more experience, but the enemies are stronger. And for those experienced or daring enough, you can go to the estuary. Try to find a good farmer, such as Saggy Crayon. Tag along. Do the estuary quest to level up even faster. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of leveling up to level 20. I know I myself did not level a character up to level 20. Please forgive me. But that's the tactic. That's how you do it as fast as possible. Alright, gentlemen, until the next one, I have one last tutorial to go, and it's going to be on level 20 gameplay. How to make the most out of your level 20 experience. Take care, enjoy the day, like and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.